Hello Pisces, I'm Melinda Nail Fanatic and I am ready to do your general reading for love, peace, and happiness for May 2016. I'll start with the spirituality aspect for you. So thank you for one card for Pisces. Spirituality. Words for their love, peace, and happiness for May 2016 in regards to their spirituality. Okay, you saw that flip, I hope. But that flipped right over. Observe. Observe is the key word. I'm noticing the heart chakra on fire. I'm noticing the rainbow indicating all of the chakras that are coming down into the top of this woman's head. I'm noticing how she's faced forward, but there's all four directions looking at her. So this card, and then the number of the card is 3. So it's breaking through, and with the four in the corners, that's like stability. So paying attention, and then even with this rainbow of color coming down to her head, receiving, opening up the chakras, paying attention to different aspects of a matter, being ready in the journey and seeing how it's guided and directed. So I'm feeling like maybe in this time frame you may be becoming more aware of the different ways you've actually been guided, and you're seeing now the journey that you're on is becoming clearer. You may be up a lot at night receiving new information, whether that's by reading, studying, meditation, YouTubing spiritual leaders or spiritual teachers. But you're very focused and you're confident about it too. All heads are up on this photo. Knowing that you're not quite there yet, but you're knowing that you're making progress. You're knowing that you're moving, and you're feeling a sense of accomplishment right now. So I'm feeling like you might have begun to see things from another perspective, and you may begin just really noticing more. It's becoming more clear and more obvious to you all the guidance that you've been receiving and how it's benefited you in this way and that way. And at first it might have been, you might have been thought as a coincidence, but it's starting to happen so much now that you're really starting to realize that this is no mere coincidence. It's not possible for it to be a mere coincidence the way these things are lining up. If you're not on the high vibration of it, then I feel like there's some information you may be missing. I feel like it's all been trying to get to you, but you're trying to block it out. Because with this being a general reading, there's going to be different scopes of people watching this, people who are in different places spiritually. And so I'm also getting the message that what veil is there, the blockage that is there, is very easy to remove. And it's actually, as you let go of that thing that is blocking you from receiving, it is going to feel very freeing. You're going to be able to feel more relaxed. I get the let your hair down feeling. Let me see what the romance aspect has for you. Pisces, May 2016. Romance. Message for their highest and greatest good. May 2016 for Pisces. This card here, I want to come. Power. Okay. Power. This person is dressed for battle. This person, it's a guy, and he's got all the force of wind blowing all around him. Air symbolizes thoughts and ideas, and so maybe there are a lot of different ideas and thoughts floating around. Maybe you're changing them. But this person, I'm also noticing the most prominent thing is they're playing this instrument. Calling it out. Playing your tune. Okay, so in romance, I'm feeling like it's all about singing your own song. In other words, do you to the max. Do you the best way you know how, which is purely. And things are changing around you. This one leaf, this shadowy leaf. Oh no, that's not the leaf, that's the, oh God. Okay, yeah, it does good to flip and actually look at the picture instead of just looking at the camera. My bad, guys. This is the arrows. The backs of the arrows. It looked to me at the time like it was a big giant leaf or something blowing from the way I had it. And what I was thinking was, it's moving by direction. And I feel like everything else is coming this way and it's going that way. So I feel like with that, just because I saw it, you know, and that's how it comes. It comes by inspiration of what you see, and it's okay to see different things in the cards. But I feel like with that, this person is moving an intention against the tides. Something that you're intending, and this feels very specific to some very individual person out there. I don't feel like this is going to be for everybody, but I feel it. So somebody out there is making plans to go against the natural force, to go against the flow of what is thought to be right, to be the way it's done. Okay, now I'm moving against that. I'm going against the tides. Okay, so now with that, I'm also saying maybe somebody is going a non-traditional way about a relationship, or maybe their relationship, they embrace it in a way that is non-traditional. And so everybody else handles their relationships this way or goes about their dating life this way, and here you are going against the tide, going against the way it's always done. And if you aren't, if you've been doing what everybody else does, it's time for you to see how you can do it differently for yourself. With power, power is a very powerful word, obviously. And so it's okay to be doing things differently as long as you're being true to yourself. Because every time you sing your song about what relationship works for you, what you're desiring, what you're appreciative of, what you don't like, you're creating something in your future. And so if you spend your time sitting up here griping and complaining about the person you're with or the person you used to be with, you're just bringing more of that stuff back into your future. And so if you want it to let go, you've got to pick that thought that goes against the past thoughts and the common thoughts, which is, let's sit up here and talk mess about what I don't like. No, instead, it might sound crazy because they're getting on your last nerves right now, but your job is to find that one beautiful thing about that person if you want to stay with this person, and make that your focus so that you can do that, because by your focus on that, you shift things. And you're shifting what you're bringing into your future, because you are singing a song that is creating your future. What are you focused on? What are you talking about? It's by your own power that your relationship is what it is. And if you're not in a relationship, the one will be what it will be based on what you're calling out into existence. And if there is a need to shift in the way you've been doing things, well, honey, now is the time. You better embrace that, because the universe is supporting that energy. Because even if you haven't been doing it, it's letting you know. It's time for you to understand how you can do this. It's time for you to see how you've been the one creating it. And if you're knowing it and you're already doing it, well, good job. Keep it up, because it's taking you right to where you want to go. You're in harmony with your highest good right now. One card real quick for family, because this reading took much more than what I thought it was going to. Oh my goodness, wish upon a star. Yes. And see, the thing is, all these cards are still interrelated. What you've been waiting for is going to be very, very satisfying when you receive. And it says make a wish and expect the very, very best. And so with the interrelatedness, what are you observing? You're giving your power to it. Wish for what you're wanting. What is your wish? And how are you already living aspects of that wish already? That might sound crazy, but really think about it. There are different aspects of what you're dreaming for and wishing for that you already have. So maybe you don't have marriage right now, but do you have that one friend that's always there for you, that you know is there to support you, just like you wish that you had a man to do or a woman to do? If that's the case, there's something to focus on that is showing you that you are creating it and you have evidence in your life of it. Be very deliberate about what you choose to focus on, because you're manifesting what you're wishing on, what you're thinking of. Your power is very strong. You can create it. You are creating it. You've been doing it. Pay attention what you're focused on. If there needs to be some new perspective so that you can be able to better see your blessings in your life, well then, look at that from another set of eyes. Try to put yourself into someone else's set of eyes. How would this person over here see it? And if that doesn't work, then the best thing, but sometimes that's easier for people too, but the best thing really to do is get into that meditative state to where your focus is on receiving. And by your focus being on receiving, you do that by just clearing it out. Clear it all out. Because the thing is, if you're putting your thoughts, your mind is too busy to receive. It's like trying to have a whispered conversation in the middle of a freaking basketball game. Shut the basketball game off and hear it, because you've got a lot of great potentials here for you. And your power is, if you're not knowing it, it's trying to show itself to you. So love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, donations, and requests. Bye-bye.